Hi, my name is Caleb Lee. I'm one of the senior counselors for VBS. I'm going into my second year for mechanical engineering at Queens. And I grew up here all my life, and I've been attending NYCBC since I was born. What I do is I plan 4 to 5 Bible lessons for my kids. They're based on various Bible stories that we teach the kids, and they cover an overall theme for the session. I also plan a theme day. So a theme day is something that we pick a theme that we like. So I picked Kung Fu Panda, just any theme in the world that kids may like. And we plan a lot of skits and games based around that theme. And we spend a whole afternoon playing that with the kids. I also plan a couple devotions to lead with my fellow seniors and the juniors, just so that we can really just set our minds on God before we start work every day. And just overall, I just spend a lot of time behind the scenes, a lot of leading activities and games. I spend less time with the kids than the junior counselors, but yeah, we just run the bulk of the activities for the camp. As a camper, I really enjoyed anything to do with running and a lot of moving around. So back then, we were in the old church, the 675 building, and a lot of the games in the old church involved running around the church everywhere. And that was probably my favorite time spent at the old church, because I just really enjoyed running around away from all the other counselors. I also really liked the skits. As a kid, I remember finding the skits super funny and entertaining. I also really liked Carnival. So back then we had something called Carnival, which is basically you go to an arcade, you play games, and then you win tickets to redeem prizes. And we basically had that in our church. Just growing up in the church and going to VBS, I just always thought that the next steps were just to be a counselor. And I remember being really jealous of the counselors as a kid, because they would get to boss all the other kids around and eat good food and just have a really good time. And I really wanted to do that as a kid before I really understood the impact I had. This year, I guess God was just really calling me to come back to this church and serve a lot, as that's something that He's been calling me a lot to do during first year. And I just found VBS as a perfect opportunity, as I was familiar with the camp and I enjoy working with children. I think what I gained from VBS is just how joyful it is to serve and see your work actually impacts the kids. Yeah, because seeing the kids change from the first day, a lot of them were really shy, or they didn't want to participate in any activities, or really rowdy. But just seeing their growth in just 2 weeks of us guiding them, was really fulfilling for me. Kids are just always really fun to work with. It's just really entertaining to see how they think, especially because kids are always super eager to talk to you. It's really easy to make conversation and just get to know the kids really well. And one of the best things is just from the first day when kids don't know you at all and seem really cold with you, to the last day where you guys are best of friends. And that's something that I really enjoy. Something bad is that VBS is very tiring and draining. I remember at the end of work every day, I'm super tired, and then I have to wake up at 7 a.m. the next day and do it all over again. And some days you just go into work and you're just really not feeling it. You're feeling tired. You don't really feel like interacting with the kids. So yeah, that's a good and bad. I'm a believer of God, but one of the things I always struggled with was stepping out of my comfort zone and taking initiative to talk to other people and serve. I was always scared of people rejecting me or just not wanting to listen. So I was the type of person, especially my first year fellowship, I didn't really do much serving. I was kind of just there, hang out with my friends, but I just didn't feel comfortable talking to new people, or just talking, going out of my shell pretty much. But yeah, just after this VBS and just seeing the impact, my work has, and just God working through me to, reach all the kids, I feel a lot more strengthened, feel a lot more willing or comfortable with stepping out now, especially in my second year, which is actually really funny, because I remember working at VBS after one day, and I saw on my email that I got nominated for my Frosh cell group leader at my university, which is basically a cell group that is only for first years. And yeah, I just found that really awesome, because I've always been wow, since this VBS, I really wanted to serve more, and God just giving me this opportunity after VBS was just really awesome. Join us next year for VBS. You don't want to miss out.